All right, ladies and gentlemen,
Mm-mm.
hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the Darkest Hour,
Hello.
the Dark and Darker podcast, episode 12. What's up, boys?
Going on, man?
What up?
Hello. It is Sunday night. It's April 9th. We have a special guest in the studio. The studio at my fucking office, my sweaty office. As you can see, there is a lack of Donnie. Donnie is sick. So we asked this random person on the internet named Repoze to join us. Right. Do you even know what Dark and Darker is? Do you even know what you're doing here, Repoze?
I was looking in the general chat and I just stumbled in here.
Oh, well,
Not sure what's going on.
Thank
It's
you.
Tarkov, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's actually
Tarkov
like this
spells.
game. It's like this other game. It's called Project P3. It's in development.
Oh, I heard about that.
Oh no, here we go. Right off the bat. Oh no.
That game looked awesome.
Can't wait to play it one day.
Cool UI, big old boss, dude. A spell book. Oh, a torch, dude. Oh my god, can't believe it.
I'm pretty
No one
sure
else can do that.
Yeah, that company owns that asset forever. You have to actually pay them if you want to use a torch in your game. That's what I read online anyway in some Korean form. Repoze, thank you so much for joining, dude. It is an honor and a pleasure to have you here as our very first ever guest on the Darkest Hour.
Yes, thank you.
So good to have you.
I'm glad to be here.
Excellent. Our guinea pig, we are completely flying by the seat of our pants with a guest. We have no agenda tonight except to hang out and talk about nerdy shit and Dark and Darker. And talk to you, good sir.
Let's go.
Wonderful.
I'm ready.
Before we get started, Jay, how you doing, brother? You're logging in those
Good.
Daisy hours, man.
Oh, I've been enjoying the Daisy.
You play off stream. That's how you know you're in.
Dude, I know. Here's the fucked up part. Every time I stream it, right? I won't lie, it's not the best. It's not the best game for me to stream, but that's whatever. But we'll go 4 hours, no action. The second I turn the stream off, bam, start fighting a 5-man. I gotta leave it on or something. It's so bad.
Sounds about
right.
Last
3 days, I turn the stream off. There's just a bunch of action. It's not good.
It's the worst. Yeah, it's the streaming gods flicking you in the back of the ear, essentially. Yeah, man, Daisy, I personally think Daisy is one of the best games to stream. You just fucking shove a quarter on your W key, you run straight ahead through the woods, you interact with chat and hang out, and then once every 8 hours you have a gunfight and flip a coin if you die or not, and then you do it all over again. You know? Yeah.
So I've never played Daisy. What is is it sort of like Rust then, but without the building, or what's the what do you do usually in it? Is what I'm wondering.
Take it away,
Daisy's
Jay.
more experienced, dude. It's more experience. Rust is like Papega, fucking base build, PvP, bunch of zoomers, Adderall all over the place.
Yes.
Daisy is chill, enjoy the journey. Damn, I'm effing already.
No, really?
No.
Yeah. Oh, we gotta wait. Wait a second.
I'll be your hard carry, Jay.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, Daisy came from Arma, the Arma mod, and it was the only other big game on Twitch back in the day beyond StarCraft and League. If you didn't play League, you didn't play StarCraft, you played Daisy as a personality streamer. Because you sucked at the other two main games on the other meta games. But yeah, I mean, it's just giant open world PvP fuckfest, betray people or not, find medical supplies, find guns and ammo, food, stay alive as long as possible, and roam the map. It's great. It's super fun.
Nice. Is the map just massive then, or what?
There is the main map,
big.
Chernaris. It's fucking bonkers big, in my opinion. It's almost too big.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of other really, really good maps, like Namalsk, which is kind of like a frozen island with some alien shit attached to it. It's very cool. There is there's several maps, to be honest. Some are bigger than others.
A bunch of maps.
Yeah, it's there is a heavily modded map called Dynasty Project Blackpool. I made Jay play it. We did a 10-hour fucking stream. And it is the zombie apocalypse if it started on Jurassic Park and the dinos got out at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
It's so fucking fun. I don't know. I had a blast.
Here's the question: how do the dinos not eat the zombies? I was thinking about it.
Do you want to eat that nasty zombie meat? Would you?
How then? It's a dinosaur. How do they know?
They could smell it. I don't know. I'm just making shit up. I don't know what a dinosaur thinks. Oh.
Ruining the immersion, my bad.
What if there's a zombie bit a dinosaur though? Like, there's only one thing worse than a dinosaur, bro. A zombie dinosaur.
A zombie fucking raptor would be scary. But honestly, like before they updated the server, the zombies and dinos would fight. So you could like jump up on a car and like a zombie would like fight a dinosaur and the dinosaur would always win. Let me just tell you that right now. There's no zombie punching a fucking dinosaur to death. But that server is extremely fucking fun. There's a bunch of really cool modded experiences that I highly recommend full loot PvP fans to check out. But yeah, I mean, DayZ is like the main game that I stream and play while I wait for Dark and Darker. And you know what, Jay? It's been 10 years. Repoze has been 10 years streaming that game, 20,000 plus hours. I'm over it. Yeah, it's bad. I'm so fucking over it. Like the thought of playing DayZ right now makes me want to hurl. Like I just don't. I love it and I hate it and I don't want to play it ever again. I just want Dark and Darker. Repoze, in your top tier rogue opinion, are we ever gonna play the game again, sir?
No.
Oh no!
My bad. No.
Feel the pain now. No. That's how you should do it. Feel the pain now, dude. Just get over it.
I mean,
go through the morning phase.
People have been asking, like, I don't know anything, man. I'm just a gamer, bro. It's all like legal stuff. Like, what I do know is that Nexon has like billions of dollars, right? And usually when you have billions of dollars, you kind of just win in general. So at life and everything. Yeah, it's like GG. So. But you know, Iron Mace does have a lot of support. A lot of people want the game. I mean, I really hope we get to play it. I doubt. I mean, I don't know. Like at this point, I don't know if it's gonna be on the 14th. I mean, no one does. But like, there's been a couple little things happening, like that Steam DB update. Did that mean anything? Does anyone know? Like, I'm not sure.
I think what happened with that update was they added a non-Steam way to launch the game, which could mean there is a Dark and Darker Iron Mace launcher, and they just don't release it through Steam. Yeah, maybe. There's a couple of interesting things that people brought up on Reddit. That's fine. I don't need to launch this game through Steam. I don't give a fuck. I'll download a launcher gladly.
Of course.
But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. No one knows if we're going to be playing it in 5 days. I personally do not think we're going to be playing it in 5 days. I think we're going to finally get that Gray Sun announcement in Discord. Maybe right now. Maybe it's happening before our very eyes as we do this podcast. Check it, Jay.
Maybe they're going to the announcement channel.
Yeah, they're big fans of this podcast. Let me tell you, dude. They watch every second.
Hey, Lucy watched before. Okay, I can't even see it. Lucy watched. I thought that was cool.
Good.
It's pretty bad, Chess.
Lucci. But yeah, I don't think we're going to be playing it in 5 days. I don't think the game is dead. I think we will see it again one day. I think if Iron Mace is smart, they will skip the playtest bullshit and go right to early access and start bringing in money because they need it.
Yeah. They can have my money.
Dude, I'll pay for the game 100 times. I already told Jay that.
This is perfect opportunity. Hold on, wait, shit, I gotta have my screen. Hold on. I got more info.
You do?
Shit.
Really?
Insider info?
All right. Drop it on us. Jay, fuck you, ladies and gentlemen. What?
Can't say it. Hold on.
You don't have any insider shit.
He's pulling a slasher on us.
Oh, I love Slasher. I love that, man.
He's doing the what's the iconic Doctor Disrespect line? I forgot what it was.
So 1991, 1992, back-to-back, 2 times.
Oh yes,
Blockbuster champion.
Yeah, Blockbuster champion.
Oh no, I'm talking about the look. For several hours now, I've been told from credible sources the reason for Doctor Disrespect has been banned. However, due to the importance and sensitivity around the subject, I've refrained from going on it. And then we never got an update. Didn't we? We never found out what happened there, right? To this day.
No,
No.
so I work in the influencer marketing space for streamers, and I know his agent at CAA, and I was feeding his agent drinks at a lunch. And as I was putting drinks in his head, I was like, Peter, tell me what the fuck happened. And he was like kind of drunk, and he was like, no. So
Damn.
he wouldn't even tell me, and I thought we were friends. So fuck that guy. Love you, Peter.
Yeah, fuck you, Peter.
Yeah, I tried so many times to weasel my way into getting that info, and who knows? I mean, Dr. D is doing just fine. I'm sure he's laughing at how Twitch is melting around all of us right now.
I
So-
watched a stream one time, and he said he made 25% of what he made on Twitch, and then now he's selling NFTs, dude. You tell me how fine he's doing. I don't know. I don't.
The
Sounds like
power
a burden
the
to
power
me.
of Twitch Prime subs is insane. Let's just put it that way. It is pretty fucking significant. Whenever you can just, your mom and dad are, on Amazon Prime, and you can just get that free sub every month and shove to your favorite streamer. That's millions of subs. So I get it. He probably did lose a lot of money, but he's still a multimillionaire. So,
True.
and he plays video games for a
And the
living, so.
two-time.
And he's a two-time blockbuster.
And two-time,
champion.
man. He's 6'8". He has like
Yeah.
what was it, 2-foot vertical leap? Yeah, I mean, he's got it all, bro.
He
He's got
drives
it
the
all.
fucking Diablo Lamborghini. He's fucking doing great. He's got the stadium. He's fine. He's a great guy. Yeah. So no one knows. Playtest April 14th.
Oh,
It's coming.
Well,
Jay
taste-
has secret info that he's not going to tell us. Thanks,
it's good,
Slasher.
dude.
It's good
It's
news.
good.
Okay.
It's
Ooh.
basically like, oh man, I can't say what
Quit
it is.
tickling our scrotums
What?
and just fucking tell us. What are you doing? What a cock
Let's
tease.
just say it's like hopium take that will get the playtest in 5 days. There we go.
I'm down for some hope.
That's all I got.
All right.
Gotta maintain my sources, dude.
Leak them, bro. Who's your source, bro?
Nope. I'm not telling you my cousin by the name of Terrence and what he does for work. I'm not saying that.
Alright.
All right, man. All right, I believe you. You got the inside scoop.
Who's joining you to bomb next one? You cannot say that. Oh my
Holy
God.
shit.
Wow.
That, man.
What the
Dude,
hell is wrong
some
with
people have been saying like, oh, we should send the most geared road to Nuxon HQ. And I'm like, what are they implying? Like, I don't know if I can, support that.
Pickpocket build only, obviously, dude.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
going in naked. What if Pickpocket Perry or Repoze the Pickpocket Rogue literally walk into Nexon ass naked and just start pickpocketing the employees? I'd watch that video.
Oh, shit.
I'd like and subscribe.
God,
Some
I think
free views.
reminds
Gotta
me of
do
my favorite comment. I think he's like, imagine being in a dungeon and a naked skeleton runs up, fondles your balls, takes your goblet, and then runs away. So stupid.
That is dumb as hell. I love it.
Oh shit.
So, Mr. Repose, which playtest did you discover Dark and Darker, and why Rogue? Two-parter.
Alright,
Mhm.
I feel, I don't know, when was the first playtest? Do you guys know which month that was?
September.
September. Okay, it probably was the second one then that I started playing. I remember it. One of my friends showed me it, and I was playing it a little bit, and I honestly thought it was like trash at first. I'm like, what is this game? Like, I don't know what's going on. But then like the next day I played it, and I was trying the classes, dude, and like everyone was just so slow. Like it took ages to open doors and shit.
Oh, yeah.
And then I played Rogue, and I was like, wait, the game's actually like good now. And I just kept playing Rogue. The playtest after, I was playing Wizard because I saw all these solo wizards somehow just competing on the leaderboard. I was like, what's going on here? And I tried that out, but like, I hate how Wizard with no gear just feels so bad. Like Rogue with no gear, at least you have like the stats to move around and stuff, But
Right.
yeah, so just
You're
settled on
actually
that.
just a senile old man as a starter gear wizard.
Yeah, it's so bad, bro.
Pretty much.
And
Yeah.
yeah, and I mean, I like playing like rogues and assassins and like MMOs, games, stuff like that. So
See,
lean towards
this
that.
man has a type, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah.
So you played every class, tried them all out, and Rogue was that was where the shoe fit best.
Yep. I mean, I barely played the classes though. I think I have one cleric game maybe, couple barb matches like fighter, Ranger was okay, but yeah, once I played Rogue, I just saw how fast it was. It was over.
Yeah, Rogue is awesome. I love Barb and I love Rogue. And I feel like Rogue is kind of more fun. There's just so many opportunities for fun plays.
Yeah.
You ever just stealth up to a 3-man, balls deep in some chests, and you just like left click spam, they all die? Crazy. Feels good.
So I have a question for you about rogues. If you could make class changes, what are like 2 or 3 changes that you would implement? And as an example, just to get the thoughts started, I would add the stealth perk, the 10 steps while crouched and stealthed or hidden, to hide outright. If you hit hide, you should get the 10 movement steps. That's one thing I would change. What would you do?
Yeah, I mean that's definitely a good one. Let me think for a sec.
Sure.
Cause like honestly, I do feel like everyone was saying Rogue is weak. I feel like Rogue's not bad at all. Like especially when you have gear, like it's kind of, I don't know. I think they're scared to make Rogue too good, cause like dying to a Rogue that you have literally no idea he could be invisible in like that spot, it's like a pretty bad feeling, right? For like the guy dying. For the Rogue, it's awesome, but
Right.
yeah. I mean, for changes, like I heard they're buffing pickpocket, right? Is that confirmed yet?
We did hear
that's
that.
what I said.
Yeah, you can do it while stealth still, which I think is good.
Yeah, like fun mechanics like that I think would be good. Like nothing like making the balance too different. I hope we get some kind of like people had ideas. There's a game called like Thief apparently, where you can like shoot these water arrows and take like torches on the wall out, like extinguish them. Something like that would be cool. I don't know if that's like a perk really, you know, but like yeah.
Maybe get on the new.
That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, I was hearing about the one-handed crossbow too. Sounds pretty awesome. I don't know if that's actually gonna be wieldable by rogues, but
I mean, it makes sense. Yeah, I can't imagine that rogue wouldn't be able to use at least one. I could see ranger dual wielding hand crossbows. That could be kind of cool.
Sounds kind of crazy. Yeah.
Like Demon Hunter Diablo 3 style or something like that. Yeah, rogue is super fun. I remember in playtest 3, Jay, when rogue was like super disgustingly OP and it was just laughably strong.
It's like the first 3 playtests, honestly.
Yeah.
They're always disgusting.
Like way too good.
Man.
And then a lot of people thought it was way too weak.
They did 100% damage on weak point, so they would just like one tap with like a blue dagger, half the class.
Oh yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all.
It was fun as fuck though.
So, continuing on with Rogue Convo, when were you inspired to make a YouTube channel? And you can tell everyone where we can watch your videos, please. But when did you say, "Fuck it, I gotta show people my Rogue skillies on YouTube"?
So my first video, I just uploaded like a video. I was playing with some friends. It was like, it's actually crazy to think about. It was almost half a year ago now, which is like nuts. But yeah, I think I was playing Wizard in that one, and then I picked up the Rogue more. I don't know. I was just playing a lot, and like I felt like I was playing solo, and I would like barely die. So I felt like I was, like decent at the game. And I thought maybe, people would want to see some decent Rogue gameplay. There wasn't really that many people uploading videos at the time either. So yeah, I was doing like informative stuff, like 5 Rogue tips, stuff like that, and like item stat explanations.
Mining in under a minute.
Yeah, mining explained. And then honestly, I just like uploaded this one video. It's called Solo Rogue Domination, where I just like had like a 1v3 outplay or whatever. I uploaded it and it did really well. And I started kind of just uploading my good games that I had, I guess, where I get like 8 kills or whatever. That's where it all began.
That's awesome. Very, very cool. Yeah, your YouTube channel, it's small and it's new, but it's performing very well. The growth is pretty evident. It's pretty badass to see your subscriber count and view count grow video to video. So well done.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been crazy.
Are you doing this full time now? Do you have a real job, or are you like going all in on content creation? Or What's that journey like for you?
So I don't want to get on like too long of a spiel. Basically, like high school ended and I worked for like pretty much like a couple years, just like retail, like random stuff. I hated that, but then COVID hit and I pretty much became a full-time NEET. And yeah, I was just gaming all day, legit. I'm not even joking. Like since then, yeah, and then I mean, Dark and Dark, I got a lucky opportunity here to make money from like content creation. I've been doing that, but I had no plan, like legit. It was just like I'm just gonna game and like hopefully this works out, and like it kind of was. But I mean, you know, if Nexon has anything to say about it, I don't know.
Gravy boats crashing, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, well that's cool. I mean, if you
I
have
feel like
an
it's
opportunity,
a joke, dude. It's such a tease. You know,
Yeah.
just get a little lottery ticket and then they just light that shit on fire and they just keep eye contact. Yeah, fuck you, Nexon.
Actually,
What a joke.
the real world loves to cock slap you right in the fucking cheek once in a while, doesn't it? It sucks, yeah. It's so poetic. The poetic injustice is ripe that the best PC game in almost a decade is getting, you know, ceased and desisted. It's getting ripped down by the EA of Korea. You know, it's just another giant corporation detecting fun and, you know, trying to kill it. It sucks.
yeah.
It's sad. Yeah.
Has anything like similar to this happened with like a big game that came out? I don't really remember like something like this really going down.
I don't know, chat. Do you guys know? I'm pretty sure this has had to happen.
Player
yeah.
known tried to sue Fortnite or some shit, right? And it didn't go anywhere.
Not Brendan. It was Bluehole. So he honestly had already created a battle royale title with Sony Online Entertainment with John Smedley in San Diego with H1Z1 King of the Kill.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't own that. He got some money for it. But then Korea called and they were like, "Hey, we're Bluehole. We want to make a battle royale. Let's put your name on the box. We'll give you a tiny little sliver of profits, probably. We'll pay you a big fat payday. Fly out here, be the creative director." They made the game. PUBG took off. Battle royale was a huge hit after that. In comes Epic. Fortnite was like a base building PvE game. And they were like, let's fucking make a battle royale, you know, game mode. So they did that, and I'm pretty sure Bluehole, not Brendan Green, was like, "Hey, fuck you. This is what we do. This is our fucking game. This is our idea." But that wasn't the case. That's why I never went anywhere. It was just another case of a Korean company with money trying to stop detecting fun and trying to kill something. Yet
That's
again,
the common denominator.
Yeah, what's going on with these Korean companies? Like I don't know what's going on, man.
It's sad because Korea is such a great place. I fucking love it there. It's so fun. It's a beautiful country, awesome people, great food, and then there's these greedy corpo fucks that, well, they detect fun and they kill it.
Yeah.
So sad.
Awful.
I don't know. Maybe they won't be able to kill this bit of fun. We'll see.
You know,
Hopefully not.
I wonder if enough people mailed like $100 to Nexon HQ with "Please don't sue Iron Mace." I wonder if they would do it. That's what they want, right?
I don't know. Why
Fuck
don't
'em
you
up.
make a GoFundMe and post about it in the general Dark and Darker Discord, dude?
Let's pay Nexon off, please. We'll set it at like $4 billion and make them happy.
All they want
See if we get it.
is inbound money from the West, so I'm sure they'd be very pleased with that. So,
They gotta stop making weeb gotcha games and maybe they'll get some.
yeah, have you guys ever played MapleStory?
Nope.
No, I played it for like 5 minutes, and like I swear, I think the hotbar was like huge. I was like, "What's going on here?" I just Alt F4'd. Looked a little too complicated for me, man.
Yeah, a big, complicated, steaming turd. The game's awful, but
Oh,
You get
really?
hit with the
Yes.
buy this currency 4 minutes in, you get the in-game ad.
it's not good. Pay to win,
There's some
baby.
MapleStory like diehard fans out there, man. You sure you want to say that?
Yeah. And they're only diehard because they're 10 grand in.
Okay.
I'd be hurting too,
Exactly.
don't worry.
Yeah. Pot committed at that point. Yeah. Anyway, that's enough about Korea and Korean companies. So question for you with the most geared rogue in Dark and Darker. Is that the video series that blew you up?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the videos I was uploading before that were just like the little highlight games that were doing pretty well. And yeah, I didn't have like a plan for this like I mean, I kind of had a plan going into the playtest. Like I was thinking like about getting, the most gear, making a series, but I didn't know there'd be like named weapons. I think that like really helped because like a lot of people didn't even know these like named weapons existed until they like saw my video. I guess I got a bunch of comments about that, and that really like gave it sort of, I don't know, the extra boost, I guess.
Yeah. Where did you get the rapier?
Orlanthi sold it to me in the trade post.
Love that. It was for like a golden key, right?
Yeah, I had a few golden keys. I was like trading for them. I had too much gold, not a flex or anything, but I had a lot of gold, and I was trying to, I needed to sell him because actually I lost all my gold because I died, and he just happened to be in the trade post. I don't think he knew who I was at that point or anything. It was like pure luck that he was just. It was like 5 a.m. too one night. He was just in there.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome. So, out of all the weapons Rogue can use, everyone wants to know from the pro Rogue, what is the best weapon?
Oh, the stiletto dagger is the best for sure. But I do like the Castellan, or I don't even know how to say it. It's like, I think I'm saying it like way wrong, but I call it the Castellan because, I don't know. I'm American, I guess, so I just call it that. But yeah, stiletto is the best. The DPS is just disgusting. Can like one-shot anyone.
Yeah, that's my favorite dagger as well. And then I feel like rapier though is strong across the board, right? Or is it best just to switch to rapier for range with like barbs and fighters and shit?
Yeah, rapier's good. It's nice for PvE. At least like at the start for sure. Some people are saying rogue should start with the rapier. I don't know how I feel about that. I kind of like the rondel dagger start, but it is easier to PvE with the rapier. But it's good. It's just I don't know. I played like only solo, so like a lot of times it's hard to like. You need to like space it out, sort of. You don't get any, like cleric heroes or anything, so you gotta play at a bit of a distance. The rapier's nice for that. But yeah, stiletto's OP.
That makes sense, yeah. Stiletto is very fucking fun to use. So.
Felt terrible.
What's that, Jay?
What? Am I muted? Is that not working?
Uh-oh. You're on your
what
other,
happened?
He's on his other podcast right now.
No, yeah.
The lightest hour.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. The lightest hour. Light and lighter. So, next confirmed class, if the game ever comes back, is Bard, which is cool. Is there... All right, first of all, let's ask this question first. Are you into Dungeons and Dragons at all? Do you know about the classes in D&D and all that shit?
I have no idea. I've never played it.
Okay, so there's a lot of classes, potential classes that could be coming. Paladin, Sorcerer, Warlock, Bard, obviously, Druid. There's a bunch of classes. Is there a class or archetype beyond Rogue that would get your nerd boner quivering, that you would be willing to ditch Rogue for a while to try? Anything at all? Or are you just like, I'm a diehard Rogue, this is me? Or would you try something else? And what kind of archetype and class fantasy interests you?
Honestly, I'd have to like look at like the list, I guess. I think they said there might be like or they didn't say this, but I think there was like speculation there might be like a sorcerer. And I do like playing like wizards and mages in games, so I might have to run that, but I don't want to steal Jay's, sort of thing. He's the wizard guy, right? So, I'll probably just stick to rogue for the most part.
Okay.
We can 1v1 in the library anytime.
Oh shit. Not ready for that.
Well, up on the screen, I have all the D&D classes. So we have Barb. We all know what the Barb is. OP, fucking shirtless Chad jackass that breaks down doors. Bard, it's like a roguish support, uses instruments, maybe some like buffs, debuffs, some heals. We all know what cleric is. Druid it would be interesting because the druid is sort of like a jack of all trades, master of none, but then they can cast spells as well.
Mm-hmm.
What if there was some shit with the druid class where you could take spells or perks or skills that allowed you to, I don't know, like turn into a panther and have like rogue-like abilities, but you could also cast healing spells like a cleric? Would you attempt something like that?
Yeah, I'd try it out. That sounds fun.
Yeah, Druid's cool.
I like the classes like I liked wizard because it's, you know, pretty unique compared to everything else. It's sort of like cleric with the spells, but yeah, I'd try anything like necromancer. I'd probably play. That sounds pretty fun.
Yeah, so necromancer is a school of magic that wizards can study. So necros in Dungeons and Dragons are just wizards that are going down like a dark path, if you will. That would be sick. We've talked about it on the podcast before. Like, what if you could raise a player or a skeleton and it just follows you around in the dungeon? And, you know, like you're in a high roller dungeon, you kill a red skeleton, you raise it, and then it just follows you around and attacks anyone that's not in your party. Or there's like a hotkey press over someone. It could be OP. Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it does. Well, could you have like 3 necromancers in one group, and then you have like 3 skeletons, and you just send them all in?
Whole
like
army.
That sounds awesome. That sounds so cool.
Yeah, that sounds really fun. But
that sounds very.
I don't know. I don't know about for the players getting all the skeletons thrown at them. That sounds pretty. Could get a little hectic.
Well, all you need is one good cleric up front to use their cleric abilities to bust those bitches down, and then suddenly you have 3 necros with no bone men to protect them.
True. That's true.
Oh, it's rock, paper, scissors in the game, right?
But is there a limit? Like, could you tame a minotaur or whatever, or a centaur?
That would be fucking insane. If you could do that, you might as well let
Whoever's
the necromancer.
You
might as well let the necro ride him at that point. That's just really strong.
Yeah, for real.
That's pretty OP, man.
Just bring him in the boss room, clap up, and just send him in 1v3 against some people killing the boss. It'd be free.
All you'd have to do is stand on a small oak chest, and suddenly you negate all the powers of the Minotaur. We all know what fighter is. I think fighter's whatever. Now, this would be super fun. We know ranger, obviously. Monk. Monk is badass. That's Jackie Chan, right? That's your fucking your badass that punches shit, and they're super fast.
Mm-hmm.
And they they have some like self buffs and shit to take care of themselves. Really good dodges. But it'd be kind of fun to be a super fast speedy man that just punches people to death. People do that already with like Barb and Rogue, right? That could be kind of cool.
Yeah, Monk could be fun.
Run on the walls, backflip, hit him with a disarming kick or whatever. Oh, yeah.
See, that would be amazing. What if you could wall run around a skeleton that a necromancer has summoned, and you just punch that undead fucker right in the face? You take his goblets. That sounds fun. I doubt they would allow Monk to wall run, but a girl could.
That sounds fun. I don't know how that would look so goofy in that game. I feel like I don't know how they would even like create that.
Yeah, janky ass Dark and Dark. We're trying to do something cool like a wall run. I can imagine how much of a train wreck it would look like, but
I'd probably
it would be
main
fun.
swap.
You'd go Monk?
If I saw running on the wall, yeah, I'd probably swap off Wizard.
That would be pretty sick, yeah. That'd be cool. And obviously a very famous monk skill and ability is catching an arrow and throwing it back. Imagine you're getting shot at by a ranger and you catch a fucking arrow, you send it right back to the ranger. Dude, that'd be so fun. That would be so sick. You like get caught. You get caught in a ranger trap. The ranger thinks he's got you dead to rights. You fire, you fire the arrow. You catch it, sling it back to him. Get out of the trap. Wall run. Kick the guy in the nuts. Take his goblets. Sounds awesome.
Yes.
Like I would switch to Monk after that.
That'd be insane. Yeah, that'd be insane.
You would never shoot a bow again.
Well, obviously we know Rogue, Wizard, Ranger. That leaves us with Warlock, Sork, and Paladin. Paladin, you're Holy Knight, right? It's your fighter with healing skills and smite. I have a feeling when Paladin does come out, it's going to be really fucking strong. A lot of people are going to play Paladin. Because you can fuck up undead things. You are a stronger, more fighter-like cleric. You have some minor heals. You can, you know, bathe your sword with holy light and do like a bunch of burst damage once in a while.
Yeah, but can you bubble hearth? That's the real question.
Right back to the tavern, pet and auto. Yep.
Yeah, I have a feeling all the cleric mains that get left in the back and like flanked, they're gonna switch to paladin, so they can actually like fend for themselves.
Unless you're a quarterstaff bonker, then you can just solo.
Bro, quarterstaff is OP, man.
It's too
That
strong.
was so slept on. That
Yeah.
playtest.
Even for barbarian, it was
Yeah.
ridiculous. It was insane, actually. Yeah, it was only what -10 move speed.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's. I mean, to be honest, it's just a stick. So I get why you
It's
can
a
move.
tree trunk, basically. You're just carrying a fucking tree around the dungeon.
Yeah.
Zooming.
Yeah,
Flying
it's
down the
pretty
hallway.
strong.
Crazy, man.
It is pretty fucking strong.
Yeah, I mean, it has the same move speed penalty as like a tiny little rondel dagger. But I mean, I don't know how realistic they want to make things. You know, I mean, it's like Dungeons and Dragons themed. It could be like a magic stick, right? Like the wood it's made out of is like special.
Yeah.
I don't know how it
Weightless
works.
tree trunk. I can see it. Magic.
Yeah.
Well, that leaves two more classes, magic classes, Warlock and Sork. Warlock is a spellcaster that has essentially sold their soul to some crazy powerful entity, and that's why they have these powers, right? They're like, could be a regular person, and then Cthulhu's like, hey, I'll give you the fucking crazy powers of darkness and tentacles if you sell me your soul and do my bidding. And then someone's like, well, you're probably going to kill me if I don't accept, so sure, why not? And then suddenly become this badass mage of sorts, right? Warlocks can do... They can shoot like pure energy from their fingers, Eldritch Blast. They have access to fewer spells and can only cast a couple of times, but the spells they do cast are really powerful, like Dominate Monster, which is almost, you know, in the school of necromancy. But I think Warlock could be fun depending on what they do. There's like a lot of like self buffs and whatnot that a Warlock can do.
And stuff, right?
They can do both, yeah. They have this thing called Armor of Agathis, where they have like this frost armor, and every time they get hit, cold damage hits
As a warlock.
Yeah, Armor of Agathis, yeah. But yeah, they have a bunch of cool spells, and this thing that sucks about Warlock and Dungeons and Dragons is you only get a couple of spell slots, and it's just like your innate abilities and like incantations and whatnot that you just get for being a servant of Cthulhu or whatever that you're using a lot, and you only really use spells a couple of times occasionally. So in this game, I could see Warlock having a lot of cool perks, and then maybe they only have the ability to cast a spell like 2 or 3 times, which seems weird. You have to like really
Probably
save.
nukes, though.
It can nuke. You'd have to be really careful when you were going to use that spell. And then
I feel like sorry, I
No, go ahead.
didn't want to cut you off.
Please.
I was gonna say, like, I feel like it's hard to, like, I don't know, if it's hard to balance things that if they have like these 3 spells that are like nukes, right? Like, can you just do they have like a cooldown, or you know, would you be able to just like one team just gets fisted because you're fucking launching 3 nukes at them? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how they like balance that stuff. But,
I think it would be you'd be able to pick like just from a few spells, and you'd only get to put like 1 or 2 spells into play, and once you cast them, that's it. There's no meditation, there's no campfire to get them back. That's it. Like, choose when to use your 3 spells that each get 1 cast, and then beyond that, you're working off, you know, your blaster, finger blast with like Eldritch Blast, your perks and whatnot, which maybe allows you to see in the dark or something, right? Like they had this thing called Devil's Sight. They can see in the dark, straight up. They can just be in a pitch black room and see everything, like night vision.
What can see invisibility? Cool. True sight. True
sight, yeah. True sight. So if like a druid walked into a room as a mouse, the warlock would use true sight and see like the druid in its human form or elvish form as the mouse, right? They'd be able to see right through the wild shape, which is kind of cool. They'd be able to see the invisible rogue. They'd be able to see through the invisibility pot. I mean, warlock could be super cool, but like I said, they'd only have like a couple fucking spell slots, right? And then Sorcerer. Yeah. Sorcerer's my personal favorite D&D class. That is an innate caster who is a magical human being or elf or whatever. They just know magic, whereas a wizard is a regular person that is a genius, and they study magic, and they learn how to cast spells by using a spell book like fucking Harry Potter, right? Even though he's kind of a sorcerer anyway because he has innate shit. But you're a smart person, you study this magic, and then you cast it, right? You need your spell book on you to be able to do it. Sorcerer can just launch a fireball out of their hands naturally. They just know how to do that. But they have access to way less spells than a wizard. They have maybe a couple less spell slots to actually cast spells, but they are damage dealers, they're nukers, they are specialists with typically like destruction type magic or buffs or something like that. I think that would be really fun. If you could just like launch little fire bolts out of your hand and it didn't count as a spell slot, and you didn't need a weapon, and you could just launch little fire bolts, that'd be sick.
That'd be pretty fun. Would Sork's kind of like wizard, but like less utility almost, like more just like destruction, I guess. Just like blasting people, or
I mean, typically like in the fantasy of D&D, your Sork is going to be like a big damage dealer boy, whereas like for instance, haste is a really popular spell on wizard, right?
Yeah.
Sorks can't even ever learn haste or use haste.
Mm.
So they don't have
they
don't
like
have
blink
stuff like
or something because they're cool.
Yeah, I think wizards can also learn blink, but yes, Sork would use blink, which is I am on the physical plane of existence. I cast blink. I actually go to a different plane of existence, the ethereal plane, where no one can see me, and I just walk across the room, but I come back to the physical plane, and suddenly it looks like I've teleported, but in reality, I didn't really teleport. I walked. You just couldn't see me on the physical plane. Does that make sense? Oh. Yeah, so I think that could be a cool spell.
With a time stop or whatever.
Yeah, it'd be like little short bursts of invisibility for like 6 seconds. So like every second you'd go invisible for like a second, and then you come back, and then you go invisible again for a second, and then you come back. And then the other thing is, if you're on the ethereal plane, you can't hit someone or attack someone. You can only cast that spell or that firebolt at someone when you're back on the physical plane and you can see them. Right. So that's a drawback.
I called this a while ago. If they're going to add a blink to the game, it's going to be like the Reaper teleport from Overwatch.
Yeah, like you have to channel it.
Yeah,
stuff like that.
You get like the little particle thing where you select where you're going.
That's Misty Step. That's like the very famous second level spell slot spell Misty Step, where you see somewhere that you want to go, you choose that area, and then you just teleport to that spot. That would be a very, very cool spell that I can see wizards using for sure. Sorks use it too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that just makes sense to add that to the game.
Seems the most practical way to add in a blink, because if they had like a WoW blink where you're just like pointing in your direction, it's gonna be so scuff in that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you just like insta TP, that'd be so broken too. Like you're just behind someone, magic missile or something. Unless they gave it to Rogue, in which case it's balance.
Sounds underpowered. Yeah, I'll take it. What do you mean, broken?
Yeah. I'm actually a wizard hater, like deep down. Like I wish I had all the things that wizard has. Invis, haze, zap. Dude, zap is fucked. Like I don't even care what anyone says. Zap is
it's
so
really
good.
Nah, bro.
It's quite good.
It's a buff.
Nah.
When someone gets zapped and they die to that one tick of dot damage, I'm just like, that shit's too fucking strong.
Oh, it's so good.
There's one tick and you died from that one tick. Come on. Annoying. That's such a shitty feeling.
That one tick does like 30 damage to them.
That's what I'm saying. It's a fucking terrible feeling. Some fucking wizard pops through a door and like zaps you with fucking static electricity and you fucking burn to death. It's a terrible fucking feeling, man. I hate it. I also am not a fan of wizards. Too smart for their own.
I mean, barbarian axe throwing. Hey, we know what you do out there.
I know.
Yeah, so you is that your main barb? Is that all you play, or?
I play barb and rogue, but I do tend to go barb more. I love barb. It's fun.
Nice.
But barb is, I don't know. That's kind of like the noob class. Let's be real here. I admit it.
Barb's pretty fun.
It is.
I was like my second most played actually. I was playing like, I think I got to like level 8 or something on barb, and you hit the invis pot, That is broken, man. The invisible barbarian.
Oh, dude,
yeah.
it's the best. Like I will sit in a room, drink the invis pot with a quarterstaff. Three man will come in. I'll wait for the wizard in the back or the ranger in the back to come in. Immediately kill them first, and then you just monk around with your quarterstaff, and you just bonk everyone in the head, and they die. And it's fucking strong and very fun. I love
I'm
it.
so sorry. There just happened to be a 3-minute ad. Should we pause or no?
I mean, it's
Ad
up to you. We
schedule
don't.
kicked in.
We can
I'm
do whatever you
just
want, man.
saying.
No,
I'm
we
just
just
saying.
go.
Yeah,
We just
should
go because if
You don't have an
if
ad
they were-
blocker. It's your fault.
yeah, if they well, they should be subscribed and then they don't get the ads, right? So it's like, what's
True,
going
true,
on,
true.
guys? Like, hit the sub button. No, but I'm joking. We can wait if you want.
Nah, let's just keep chatting. Fuck it.
I'm just saying.
Fuck them ads. Make that money, Jay.
Just testing it.
Any like final thoughts on rogue stuff, Repoze? Anything you want to say to your rogue brethren out there?
Give us the one-handed crossbow. That's all I want. That'd
That
be a
would
blast.
change the game so hard, right?
Yeah. I feel like it sounds like it's gonna be like OP, but like I don't know. Just in my head, like the situations where I'd use it, like I guess it depends how much damage it deals. Like the fall off, if they add it, it has to have like a lot of like arrow drop, I guess, and like slow travel speed. But I do have this like fantasy of just like sniping these rangers across the map, like from invis, hit them with the arrow, the rupture
Sounds
arrow.
awesome. Yeah, rupture and poison weapon.
Yeah. I don't know how that would work if they do get it. If like, because if rupture like works or like weak point works with that, I mean, it sounds like it might be a little OP. I don't know.
I doubt it'll be very strong. I highly doubt it.
Well, I think base damage on the hand crossbow will be pretty weak, right?
Yeah.
And reload time will be half of what a regular crossbow is. So
Right.
slower than a bow, faster than a crossbow. It's probably not going to have amazing. Well, crossbows have good range, right? It's like a fucking mechanical.
Yeah, but
weapon.
a hand crossbow is gonna be like some mini one. It's gonna shoot like 10 feet before it hits the ground. You know.
No, 10
No.
feet.
Okay, 20 feet. You know, a good bit, but not a lot. That shit is gonna fall short. It'd be like a survival bow. Would be my guess.
What would be OP would be a repeating crossbow with 20 bolts in it. You just have a fucking an Uzi. That would be
That's just
OP.
an AK, yeah.
Let's get that. Let's
That's
get
just a
that.
That sounds fucking
full
fun.
auto in the game.
I would love repeating crossbows in the game.
I bet you.
You know, actually, one thing I really want for Rogue, I hope they buff throwing knives to be like, have like 5 in a stack. I feel like 3 is way too few. The hitbox is so bad. Like maybe the velocity's like pretty scuffed on them, but you don't want to make it, like just, like a bow where you can just throw them across the whole map, I guess.
Right.
But I love throwing knives. They're just hard to, yeah.
They're fun, yeah. The throwing
Compared
weapons
to
in
the-
general are fun.
Yeah, the little axes, dude, those are broken, man.
With axe
just-
specialists, axe specialization, adding plus 10 damage, it's dumb. It needs to be nerfed.
Yeah.
It feels so good to run from somebody and hit the jump 180 throw. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Keep running.
Yeah.
Feels so good.
Francisca axes. My lady Francisca. Yeah, I got way too many kills with the throwing axes. And I would go in with my regular stack. I would go to the fucking pyramid room with all the flying skulls. I'd get like 3 stacks of green ones. And then just run around and murder people. You'd run into a
Two-shot half
room.
lobby.
Yeah, it was way too strong. And there's nothing as hilarious as rolling with a buddy or a couple of teammates and you're trying to throw your axe at the ranger that's running and your fucking friend gets right in front of the axe and takes one to the back of the skull and you see half their health go away. It's so fun. I love that.
Soma is the problem with playtest 4. There you go, man. Axe abuser.
Well, I mean,
Dude,
hey,
those axes slow you so much too. It's like 50%, I think, for like a full second or something like that. It's like crazy.
unnecessary. Get rid of the
Yeah.
axe specialization plus 10 damage. Get rid of the slow. Straight up. I don't know. That's what I think. And then it'd be slightly more balanced.
Yeah.
So why don't we move into Q&A? I'm sure there's people in chat that have questions, comments, bitches, gripes, complaints, shit to talk about. maybe questions for you, Repoze. Folks, please lay it on us. What do you want us to talk about? What do you want to talk about? Drop it in the chat, please.
The Q&A.
Good old Q&A. Have you ever seen the podcast before?
Yeah, I watched I think it was a little while ago. It might have been like 4 podcasts ago. But I was like watching the whole time. I was like talking a little bit. And but I've kind of missed him since then. I've just been gaming on some other stuff, but I got to catch up, man.
Playing League of Legends.
Yeah, I've been playing too much League of Legends.
What's your role? What do you play?
Play mid.
Nice.
I'm a mid laner.
Very nice.
Tell me you're a Fizz Zed main. Make me proud, Repoze.
Actually, yeah, I've been playing a lot of Zed.
Fucking hate Zed. God damn it.
He might be my most played. I think him and Syndra are probably my 2 most played. And Azriel. Those are my top 3 probably.
I'm a jungler, man. I love jungle. It's so fucking fun.
Disgusting jungle, man.
I'm a
It's always the jungle's fault
boy.
when you lose.
That's
what I
true.
learned.
And support. Blame the support, blame the jungler, not the ADC that overextends and dies to 2 hits. Never the ADC's fault. Okay, what do we got?
Why did you prefer using the stiletto over Rondell, Repoze? Probably DPS, right?
Yeah, it's just, well, the Rondell, the 3rd hit doesn't have like the stiletto's 3rd hit has like a 50% or 40%, something like that, damage boost.
Right.
And yeah, and it's also way faster. So yeah, it's just broken. I mean, the range is really bad, but if you're on someone with the stiletto, they're dead.
It's so satisfying, the stabs, too.
Yeah.
It's so satisfying.
It's like some Scream vibes. Just
yeah, exactly.
I know stiletto's really good. I tried using it for the first time ever. I whiffed like 90% of my swings.
Yeah.
Terrible.
You gotta just be like right on them and just... It's kind of good too though, because when you're that close, if you're like just crouching and like moving left to right, it's really hard to hit the rogue as well.
A lot of people playing rogue overextend as well. Like they get up in a fighter or a barbarian's face and they just hold left click and they just stay on top of them like a madman. Once you hit that 3rd hit, especially against like another melee, back the fuck up for a second. Back up, reset. So many people just go full hold W. Barbarians and rogues.
I think that's why people say rogue's kind of like weak, or they think it's weak. You can't really just like run in. Like you gotta, be patient, get your hits in, and like a lot of times you get the 3 hits with the stiletto if you have like poison weapon. That's another like 12 damage over time. You can just wait for that to tick.
Right. I blame Yellow Rage.
Let's see here. Any thoughts on the kind of lore we'd like to see in the game? Are you a lore guy, Repoze? Do you give a fuck?
I mean, I kind of like lore. I don't really like worry about it when I'm like playing, but I'll watch like lore videos on games if I'm bored. So, I mean, have they talked about lore? Is there actually any like reason we're in the dungeon, or are we just...
I don't think
we're just there?
Not yet.
Yeah, I don't think
so yet.
Just trying to get some treasure.
Yeah, I like lore too. It's fun.
We started in a little known place called the Unreal Market. And the rest is history.
Exactly. Arcane Armor asks, any new double or nothing type challenges for the next playtest, assuming it happens? Repoze.
Yeah, I got a couple plans. I'm not really too sure yet. Double or nothing was fun, but I got bored in like the last few episodes because like I got no gear upgrades. Because once the gear's already good, it's really hard to find like new good items. So I don't know if I'm gonna do that. But
how do you innovate with these videos? Like what could you possibly do that could be exciting, like double or nothing or most geared? Like just like perma naked?
I don't think I'd do that. I don't know.
That sounds terrible. Yeah.
Do it goblin only, please, dude. Take it to the next level.
Yeah, gambler goblin only.
Or
like goblin
merchant only.
Oh, yeah. Goblin merchant. I saw your video on that. I didn't know you could get legendary items from the goblin merchant. Actually,
yes, dude.
Pretty crazy. And you got a legendary ring of all things.
It
That's
would
pretty
probably
sick.
be so much better on a rogue, cause like Wizard, like you just fucking die with no gear. So that challenge, it was just like a looting stream. It ended up being.
Yeah.
I was pretty hesitant, but like you can fuck some people up on a rogue.
Yeah. I kind of want to do like a little like leaderboard grind series maybe. I don't know how that's gonna
Oh,
go.
true.
There's a lot of, a lot of good players. I don't know.
People just don't fucking sleep. They're just always on. They're like fucking snorting fucking Adderall.
Whoa. You
And
trying to
they-
say, dude?
Dude, these people at the top of the leaderboard, like number 3 is like 179 kills. Number 1 is like 4,892 kills. Just like, how the fuck am I ever gonna catch up to that? These people never stop. I wish I
Yeah.
could go back 10 years back, 20 years back, and be a D-gen gamer again like that. Man, good times.
Dude,
Step
or-
1, quit your job. Step 2, have no responsibilities.
Leave
Step 3,
my
play
fiance and
72
baby.
hours a
Yeah.
month.
Leave
Yep.
my family, get an apartment somewhere in a basement, a T1
Exactly.
fiber line, and just go to town. Yeah. I wish.
Dude, Orlanthe was grinding for like he'd like stream 48 hours, go to bed, and like stream another 48. Like I don't even know how that's possible. It was
All to loot
insane.
some fucking gold, man. He's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Pure addiction.
He had like 25 golden keys. I think he had way more than that last playtest, but I watched the one before that. He was just
He's
getting
damn
a bunch
good.
of gold.
He's damn
Yeah.
good, man. That guy's awesome. All right, here's a question for you. Orlanthe's voice modulator or real?
I don't even. It's got to be real, right? Surely.
Dude, we don't know.
Wait, do people think it's fake? I never even.
A lot of
like,
people think it's fake.
I'll
Yeah.
send you a clip after this. Don't worry.
Oh
He
no.
exposed himself.
Oh no.
Dude, his voice is intense, man. He's like, isn't he like 20 years old? He sounds like
I'm like that.
he sounds like a demon. The guy is insane.
He's
His voice is
walking
amazing.
Bass, he's a walking bass speaker or some shit. I don't know
Yeah,
how he
it's
does it.
fucking insane, man. I mean, good for him. That voice is insane. Okay. Do you prefer solo play, or do you ever play with a duo or a trio in mind, or do you always play solo?
The first couple of playtests I was playing with like some real life friends, and it's fun. One thing I hate though is like I was always waiting on someone. Like, oh, I'm in the auction house. Like, I'm buying this
Yep.
one thing I need. Like,
Yes.
I just want to go back and that's like the biggest gripe I have.
Yeah, I'm out here merchanting my purples, and my friends are like, "Hold on, man!" And they take 25 minutes to sell one pair of leggings for top dollar. I'm just like, "Holy fuck!" You know your gold's gone in 4 days, right? How are you min maxing this so hard?
Yeah.
Drives me nuts.
It's funny when you go to the auction house, I'll like get out of a match, I'll real quick like sell this bow for like 50 gold, go back in. I get out and like I see the same people in trade chat, but the thing they're selling is like 100 gold, and they'll sit there for half an hour like just trying to get this 100 gold for this bow
Yeah.
or something.
It's crazy, dude. Some people will overinflate prices on the dumbest shit too. Like, there is a legendary sword, like an arming sword or something like that, and it's got like knowledge on it, like +4 knowledge, and they're like,
1,000 gold.
2,000 gold, dude. Look at the color of it, man. Colors, right? And they're in there for 3 hours, and I will actually get into a trade window with them, and I'll say, this is not gonna happen. No one's ever gonna buy this. I'm giving you a break right now. Talk to a human being. Let me pull you off the edge here, sir. It's never gonna happen.
Oh my
And they're like, "Fuck you, man! It's gonna happen." And they jump right back in the pool, and they're in there,
Yeah.
2,000 gold. And then 2 hours later, you have like 20 runs in your belt. You come back, 2,000 gold, dude. Someone's gonna buy
I
this
want
orange
it.
thing. Yeah, dumb.
I tried that like one time. Some guy was like selling some unique item that was just so bad. I traded him. I'm like, bro, like I'm sorry, no one's gonna buy that, and I think he got like pretty upset.
People get upset,
God.
man. I mean, if you look at games like World of Warcraft and shit, I knew people that all they did was craft and try to make tons of gold in trade chat. That's all they wanted to do. They'd get a character up to 60 to get to end game, to like have like a cool outfit on. And they would just trade. They would just mine. They would just fucking pick flowers. That's all they would do. That was the game. What?
Terrible.
I don't get
They
it.
want a
And
big
it's-
stack of gold.
That's
Someone who's
it.
played WoW forever, I don't do any of that. It's crazy to me.
I hate crafting. I'm not a fan of it at all. Unless it's like brain dead super easy, like Dark and Darker. I'll fucking hit F on a cobalt mine or something like that in Dark and Darker. But even then, I feel like the amount, so just mining with Dark and Darker, the amount you have to mine, knowing that it's still kind of a gamble on the stats, is it worth it?
No.
I don't think it is at all. I'd rather just kill a player that's wearing the red or blue shit and just take it from him.
Or just sell the mats.
Or sell the mats. Yeah.
You're just
The mats can
gambling,
the
yeah.
mats can go for a lot, yeah. But it is like it's a shitty gamble. Why not just gamble with the Goblin Merchant? Why put all that time and effort into getting something that's not going to do anything for you, right? But yeah,
10
sell
runs
mats
of sweating over the nodes just to get nothing. Yeah.
to get nothing. It's crazy to me. But I don't know. Some people like that shit, I guess.
Yeah, it takes I think they changed it too. Like when mining first came out, it took like, dude, it was like an insane amount of ore for one piece of gear. Like
Yeah.
it's not worth it at all.
Yeah.
I think it was 6 times 25 for one piece. What is that? 150 fucking ores? Yeah, I'm good.
That's a
No
lot.
shot.
That's a lot.
I do like the mining though. It's kind of chill. Just hitting the rock, you know. It's pretty satisfying.
It is kind of
Yeah, because you
satisfying.
play a rogue, dude. Wizard takes like 5 minutes to hit one rock. It's terrible.
Yeah.
I mined one game and I never did it again.
Yeah.
I feel bad when I like kill people that were mining, cause like I killed some guy. He had like 6 like ruby silver, and I was like, I kind of just felt bad. He was mining for a while there, and he dies.
He did the
Dude,
work for you, man. He did the work for you.
I pickpocketed Mr. Fear in a high roller game while he was mid rock, and he hunted me down for the next like 5 minutes and was trying to get everyone to like come chase me. It was something else, dude.
That's awesome.
Man, I was real attached to the rocks.
Wait, he was mining?
Hey, it was fucking mining in high roller, being friendly with like a whole ass team.
The hell? Do you get a do you
Yoinked
wait,
his
do you
pockets.
get like adventure score for mining or whatever? Or like
Probably.
That's a good question, actually.
I would assume.
Maybe. Yeah.
Let's see why not.
So, we've talked about stats on gear before. Would you like to see changes to how gear operates? Would you like, if there is arming swords that drop, for instance, would you like to see stats that a fighter would never use, like knowledge, removed from the potential statistic table? That could, like the affixes that could be added to an item, or do you like the pure gamble with gear right now, where anything goes, totally random?
I kind of honestly I like how it is right now. I feel like gear would be way better if you like removed all the, you know, like useless like stuff. They could add like, I don't know, like what they call like malice stats or whatever, where it's like -1, you know, strength, but then you get these other bonuses.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, I will say when I see a dagger that has like it's like spell capacity. Somehow spell capacity just spawns on every item. It's like the most useless stat
Oh, yeah.
for like
Yeah.
every class, to be honest.
And that 8% spell cap, baby, on my Rondell.
Yeah, I thought,
That
dude, when I
sucks.
thought that was added, I thought it would like let you get like more of a spell, so you could have like 10 fireballs. But I mean, that'd be broken. But like that's what I thought it did. But no, it's just
That's what the description said in like playtest 1. In the Fop Doodles thing, it was like spell charges or some shit in the description for knowledge.
yeah.
I think I just changed it, so.
Well, I'm sure we're likely to see spell scrolls. So
Yeah.
a character like Fighter, it explicitly states that they cannot cast spells at all, right? But a rogue finds a scroll of fireball, suddenly you have a free fucking fireball to fucking shoot out of your hands. That's cool.
Ooh,
I think that's awesome.
that sounds. Give me that, bro.
Yeah, and especially if they do subclasses, which I think they should do. Like once you hit level 20, and you go down, you know, the 1 through 20 character progression path, you get to unlock a new path, a new subclass. There's a subclass for rogue called Arcane Trickster. It's just like a spell casting thiefy kind of rogue. That would be super fun if they could bust out scrolls and, you know, cast Zap or something like that. That'd be sick.
Yeah, that sounds
Okay.
awesome.
That'd be super
Takomi
fun.
has a good point, dude. Fighters can wield a book, so if I can wield a book, I should be able to cast a spell.
Wait,
But
they can. You could. I didn't even think of that. They can hold the books.
Yeah, weapon mastery or whatever.
Can they hold a crystal ball?
Oh, they can hold any weapon in the game.
Oh, damn.
Anything.
Yeah, but they hold the book to look at the pictures.
They can't even read the words.
Yeah, they're like, huh? Look at this cool picture. And they just would throw the crystal ball. How sick would that be if you could throw the crystal ball and it had like some arcane explosion if you threw it?
Oh shit.
That'd be kind of sick,
That'd be
actually. Food for thought there.
Yeah.
How much of a grind should character leveling be in the full release? I think it should be a grind, and I think they should space out the amount of experience significantly once you hit like 14 and on. Like once you get to like level 14, 15, make it hard to level up. And give us something at level 20 for fuck's sake. When you get to the end of the level cap, hook it up. I don't want my last.
It's a max level and nothing happens.
Yeah, it's like GG.
So
you have 20 now. Like that's not cool. Give us something. And if the something is now you unlock the ability to go down a subclass, that would be fucking amazing. New perks specific to that fucking subclass, and you have to pick it. And you can't respec it. Like once you pick a subclass, bam, you're the arcane trickster rogue, not the swashbuckler that specializes in rapiers or whatever. Nope. You picked arcane trickster. Now you can cast spells as a rogue. And if you want to play another subclass, you got to reroll. You got to start over. That's a very, very good thing to do. If you allow people to just respec, they actually play the game for less amount of time, and they get bored with the game faster. If you have to reroll a new character,
if I have to.
Yeah, exactly. If you want to try, like, if there's necromancy and I don't know, alteration, I'm just like destruction. I'm thinking of like Skyrim schools of magic. If you have to pick a school of magic, and every time you want to go down a new path, you have to level a new wizard from 1 to 20, you're just going to put more hours into the game. You're going to care about that character more because you have to put time and effort into it. But if you could just respec your wizard over and over again, I don't know. I think it's kind of whack.
Also kind of streamline your gear, because then you don't have to like hoard a bunch of gear for different specs. You just have like your one path or whatever. I have one question. What if you don't pick a subclass? Do you get any benefits? You know what I mean? Like you just become like a master wizard that doesn't specialize in anything.
So in Dungeons and Dragons, it's like baked in. Like you pick a path, like you pick a school, right?
Gotta pick one, okay.
I'm pretty much, yeah. But there's a lot of options. There's a lot of cool options.
I feel like you should be like kind of forced to pick one. I don't know. You're saying like you'd be like sort of like I don't even know, like just a default wizard still, but just like buffed up, right? If you like didn't pick one.
You'd think, yeah, maybe just get more like, I don't know, more something that isn't just like more
just
of the
more spell slots,
baseline spells. Yeah, exactly.
Hungzabo's right. This isn't Dungeons and Dragons. They can do whatever the fuck they want. So we're just making shit. We're just fucking riffing over here, folks. We don't know. But I would imagine that they would probably say like, "Hey, you hit level 20, pick a path. Here's 3 choices." You know.
When I got leaked the skill tree stuff, I was told it starts at 20, and it was permanent choice. So there was no like.
That's cool.
Re-picking something. You accidentally click a point in one spot, you're kind of screwed.
Interesting. I kind of like that.
It makes sense to start
Diablo
at 20.
2 or something like that. Like you put a stat point in or a skill point in, you're stuck with it. And then later on, they did add respecs in Act 1 at Akara, the old mage chick in town. You would get a respec for normal mode, a respec for nightmare, and a respec for hell, and then that was it. So maybe there'd be like, maybe if you get a golden key and you go into the vault, maybe there's like a book of respec or something. You get one-time use out of it, and they go for tons of gold, or maybe you can't even trade them or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe they add something like that.
I mean, I feel like I don't think you should be able to like respec your like whole like subclass, but like certain like perks, I feel like I would want to like test things, because then I'd have to make like 10 rogues that are all like arcane tricksters
Yeah.
right, and then like put my points in these certain ways for that. Like,
No, I think you'd still be able to do that. You'd be able to like swap out perks, skills, and spells, but choosing the subclass and like passive stats that you'd be choosing in a skill tree, they would stick. But you would still have, maybe there'd be new perks associated with your subclass, and you have the option to use them or not, and you could just use the base perks or not, the base skills or not. I think that'd be cool. Yeah, if it's a Nexon game, you respec with a credit card. Yeah.
So stupid.
God damn it! But he's right.
That's
Sideshow
actually how it
Bork
would be.
is right. That's the
Yeah.
worst part. Oh,
How does it be
man.
pick your skill tree and then a nerf comes and it's unplayable? Your ass better go back to that character creation screen. Hurry up, man.
Oh.
They could do something where if there's like a balance change on like one of those things, it like then you can respec or something. There's another game that did something like that. I forget what it was. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if they like rebalance it and then you're like locked into those like attributes or
Kinda
whatever.
screwed.
Yeah.
ADHD
Oh,
Dolan said not being able to respec could result in more metagaming and less variety. I mean, yeah, there's always going to be a meta in these kind of games, though. No matter
Yeah.
what, you can't get away from it, which kind of sucks.
I mean, there's a meta now, but you can still do fun shit. Like
Yeah,
pickpocket and stuff,
Right. Lay it on us, chat. What do you guys got? Questions, comments? We have our special guest here, Repoze, who was kind enough to join us tonight. Any questions for him?
Oh, there you
Lay
go.
him down.
Because all of a sudden, wow, anytime there's a change to the spec tree, everyone got unspec. You got one free respec. That's nice.
One free one
something
could
like
work.
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like maybe one free one would be fair, right? Like, hey, this subclass fucking sucks. I just spent all this time getting to 20. I picked the subclass. I fucking hate Arcane Trickster. I want to do Swashbuckler or whatever. That makes sense. Yeah.
What do you guys think about the name? Like, I honestly wish they didn't pick Dark and Darker, because like the way we abbreviated or whatever is always gonna be just like a topic, I guess. Like DND, DAD.
I don't
Kinda
mind.
tilts me.
I like the name Dark and Darker. I'm a massive Dungeons and Dragons fan, so for me it is D&D for Dungeons and Dragons, or D and symbol and D. So I'm in the dad camp. Love me
In
or
the
hate
dad
me.
camp?
Love me or hate me
Oh,
for it.
no.
It's because I'm a big D&D nerd, and D&D or D and symbol D is just something I've been used to since I was 14, right? So for me, it's like, dad, okay, whatever.
It's only fitting to call it dad because it's a boomer game, It works out.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, I don't care. I mean, if it was just called now, there's one I don't like, Darkov.
Dark.
I
like that
fucking
one.
hate that. Tarkov
Oh,
sucks. I
man.
fucking hate Escape from Tarkov.
Oh,
It's an
well,
insult to Iron Mace and Dark and
How?
Darker to
First of
call it
all,
Darkov.
How do you not like Tarkov? And yes, it absolutely sucks balls these days.
I don't like
It's like-
Tarkov.
I
don't
think it's a mess.
Like one of the best games to ever come out. And
I
I hated
disagree.
it.
I disagree.
No.
Oh, you guys are smoked, dude. You guys are just
No.
anti Tarkov. I'm calling it.
I am. Yes, you're correct. I am anti-Tarkov.
Oh, man.
Bad net coding, weird design decisions.
Yeah,
If they decided to
Those are
make
just
it a
problems.
big, I don't think the dev team is good.
No, they're awful.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm happy for Battle State Games. They made a lot of money. Good for them. But I just don't
The
think it's a
game
good game.
sucks, but the game itself is like top tier amazing. But it just fucking sucks.
There is elements that are badass. Like the gun modding is fucking incredible. The gunplay is good. Don't get me wrong. But
You ever
I
had,
feel like I'm running
sorry.
in a swimming pool with weights on my legs when I'm playing that game. It runs poorly. It's just not a good game. And I also hate that there's some juicer wearing a fucking titanium helmet with Gen 4 armor on with a fucking laser beam that just walks around the map like a god, killing everything and taking everyone's bitcoins. I think the balancing is off. That's why they have to fucking
That's what
reset the
10,000
game every
hours
fucking
looks
2
like,
weeks.
dude.
I guess, man. People have that shit in fucking 5 days, dude. It's
Here's a real
fucking crazy.
You ever played a game that makes you like hyperventilate, fucking arms are sweating, knees are shaking, dude, while you're in a gunfight? Other than DayZ.
You ever played Teamfight Tactics?
Rust.
Teamfight Tactics, Rust.
No, I actually got that, dude.
Maybe.
When the like lockdown first started from COVID, me and like I had like 7 real life friends. We had this huge Rust group, but we were all like very bad, right? But it was really fun. Like the raids in Rust are like pretty sweaty. Like I got that feeling, you know.
I've yet to really dive into Rust. Probably should. It feels like everybody loves Rust.
That's fun, dude. Your first oil rig run, there's nothing like it, bro.
So with Rust right now, do you, no matter what, have to base build and like punch a fucking tree to like make a bow and arrow, or can you skip all that crap and just start shooting and having like the DayZ like experience, or do you have to craft?
I mean, you could play it like DayZ, but like if you want to like get anywhere, you gotta make at least like a tiny little base and like with a couple boxes.
Fucking shoot.
You're not a
You gotta
crafter.
do loot runs and scrap runs and fucking recycle shit and research guns.
You know, I mean, you don't
off.
have to
You
do
don't
it.
like
If you look at like the PvP, like Chads or whatever of the community, they just like get a bow, kill a guy with a revolver, take the revolver, kill a guy with the, you know, like a semi-automatic rifle, take that, get an AK. Next thing you know, they got a box full of guns and they don't really like craft anything. But if you're new, it's gonna be like rough. You're probably gonna be like farming and crafting for a while.
Well, that time I shoot my first arrow, some 12-year-old blasts me with an AK in 2 shots and I die.
Yeah, and he's got 10k hours.
He's snorting his Adderall XLRs, just fucking screaming into the mic. Terrible words. Yeah.
I'm laying on the ground, like, please don't kill me. He yells a gamer word at me and just smacks me with a hatchet, dude. You want
They're
play
not gamer words. They're bad words. They're not gamer words, folks.
Yeah, dude.
Don't call them gamer words. Not all gamers are pieces of shit. Come on.
I mean, Rust, yeah, Rust definitely is like it gets wild on Rust. Like you probably want to play with chat off. Honestly.
It's insane. The
No
shit
chat,
I've heard
wipe
on
off.
Rust is insane. But that's the internet.
Ridiculous. I have 30 hours in that game. I've heard every word you could imagine, like 100 times over.
Yeah,
30
Ungzabo.
hours.
I have the woke mind word because as a gamer, I want to be associated with 12-year-olds that drop the N-word in video games. Totally, dude. Yeah. Super woke mind worm, yeah. Totally, dude. You got me. Rust equals Lord of the Flies, kind of, yes, in digital form. Oh man, what's up, Spud?
Rust is good though. There's definitely a lot of, you know, there's a lot of flaws, but it's fun. It's fun.
I've watched like 20 Rust movies.
The
Like
Rust
Stevie and
movies.
Frost. Oh, dude, I was so addicted for a while.
Yeah, those are good. I feel like, okay, I'm not gonna lie, like no hate on anyone, but like just some of the situations these Rust movie makers find themselves in, like it's got to be staged. Like I don't know,
half
some
of
of these videos. There was one, I forget who made it. I don't want to call him out, but like he just had this moment in the video that was just so like unbelievable that it would ever happen in like a real like actual playthrough. But like I think they claim it's like all from like real, you know, normal gameplay. There's no way.
Most of it's like scripted. They usually say in the beginning if it's scripted or not. If it says it's not scripted, then it's not. But if they don't say anything, it's hella scripted.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, this is the kind of shit that went down with like Frankie back in the day with his DayZ movies and like epic DayZ things that would happen. He was like, it's all, you know, it's none of it's staged. You just play the game, and the most ridiculous Hollywood stage shit would happen like 5 minutes in. It's like, come on, dude. And then eventually it came out that he was actually staging some shit. But whatever, dude. Eventually, I mean, you're like, you have 1 million subs, hundreds of thousands of people watch every video. You want to keep things exciting. And you started the channel not staging shit, and you want to keep that feeling alive. Like, who cares? It's just fucking internet content.
It's
Who gives a
YouTube,
fuck?
bro.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah,
It's
who
not that
cares?
serious. Yeah,
Yeah.
As long as it's entertaining, then yeah, it doesn't really matter, I guess.
exactly, exactly. Any final questions? Oh, please, Jay. Unless you got some. What's
Oh,
up, brother?
nothing. I was just gonna keep going.
We can keep going. We can go all night. I do have a job interview
man.
in the morning though, so I gotta
Ooh,
be.
any details, or is it low key?
So I'm interviewing with 2 companies right now, and both of them are in stealth mode, trying to make a streaming platform that will compete with Twitch and YouTube. And they're
2 different ones.
Yeah, there's a second one now.
My
And
bad.
Kick. Yeah, it's not Kick though. Don't worry. I would not work for Stake.com. But yeah, it's just for background. I've been in the streaming space for like a long time, like 11 years now, and it's sort of the reason why I left full-time content creation back in the day, was to work at Twitch and work at these startups. So yeah, I was laid off from Stream Elements, the 3rd round of layoffs back in January. And it happens, dude. That's tech for you, especially when every fucking company is doing these layoffs. It was inevitable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Stream Elements downsized significantly. It was like my entire team and like 40 other fucking people. Like,
Didn't they cut like half their employees or something?
it was a lot of people, yeah. And they're trying to automate performance marketing, like send automated deals for like HelloFresh and Raid Shadow Legends to thousands of small streamers, right?
Good God.
Yeah. So whenever I was laid off, I wasn't that sad because I don't want to be doing that kind of work. I want to do big awareness marketing, giant budget, work with really big, cool streamers, do really big, fun stuff. And they didn't want to do that kind of stuff anymore. So I was happy to be let go and get severance, whatever. But yeah, so now there's these 2 companies. They're not in North America, and they're both trying to make streaming platforms or content platforms. So I'm talking with them, and I'm also interviewing with DreamHack, which would be really fun to work for them. So,
Nice. Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
How
We'll
you
see how
work for
it goes.
DreamHack? You just set up the events and stuff. That's what they do, right?
Yeah, so I would be doing something where I would hire the musician to play, like, hey, Steve Aoki, do you want to play the concert on like day 3 of DreamHack San Diego? Or, hey, Ninja, Coca-Cola is doing this big booth. They want to pay you money to come onto the Coke stage and do this activation. And I would set up all that shit and whatnot. Stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Dark and Darker DreamHack 2023.
Let's go.
Dude.
Don't make it
Playing
happen.
on the
Fuck
big
yeah.
stage, brother.
I want that. I want that bad.
So, as someone who like, it sounds like you have like pretty good knowledge of like the industry. Like, why is YouTube trolling so hard with their stream? Like, why don't they have like no discoverability for streams? Like, it seems like there's like a lot of millions of dollars that they could be making that they're just not caring about. I don't know.
That's the key word. They don't care. They also have a new head of gaming. He's like this legacy, already rich guy who will throw money around to acquire talent and bring streamers over from Twitch. And if anything, that's more of like a PR play. Like they are not innovating at all. Neither is Twitch though. Neither is Kick. Neither is Facebook Gaming. They are just playing this money tug of war with like, we're going to pull in these content creators for a while, and then they're going to fucking take another bag and jump to Kick and take another bag and go back to Twitch. They're not innovating at all. They don't care. And they don't mind if discoverability is shit because people are watching the people that they're paying to come over to their platform. And you're right. YouTube Gaming, YouTube Live, the discoverability is actually worse than Facebook, which is fucking wild.
I don't even know how you find a YouTube stream. I watch YouTube every day.
You have to like click a live button. Like here, let's go to YouTube. 1 second.
I'm on the homepage right now, and I literally don't see it like anywhere. Like, where is? Oh wait, I see live. Here we go.
Yeah, so you click live.
Oh, there's Ludwig.
Click live. There's featured streams. But look at this. The featured live streams, if you're looking at my screen, streamed 1 day ago. Streamed 10 hours ago. Thanks for the featured VODs on your video platform, YouTube. Like, what are you doing? And then it's people that are already famous or have large channels that are going to be featured, right? So what about the little guy, right? Like recent live streams, cool, 1 million views in this UFC thing, awesome. Ludwig, live for 16K viewers. That's great, good for Ludwig. I'm really happy for him. But then YouTube is also like pretty bought and sold and in bed with like legacy media, right? So like you scroll down to like Live Now, and next to Ludwig and Valkyrie, who are monsters, it's like fucking NBC News, Fox News, Reuters, ABC, yeah, sports, like fucking Major League Soccer, like Monster Jam. That's kind of cool, actually. 259 viewers.
I've been to a couple of those.
That's pretty cool, but I don't know. They just don't care. They make billions of dollars in advertising. And I mean, didn't YouTube recently get rid of YouTube Red, like the subscription service? Did they actually get rid of that?
It's YouTube Premium now.
Oh, YouTube Premium. Okay. Is that still a thing? I don't even know.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they make money from ads, and people watch videos, and when a video is playing, people don't mind as much if there is a 5-second skippable ad when they're watching a video. Whenever an ad plays on a live stream, people click out.
Oh, yeah.
Straight up. So live is, in a way, more expensive, and playing ads is a detriment to the experience. So it's just a supplemental content strategy and source for YouTube, not the main gig, because the main gig is ads on static video, on recorded video.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if they thought streaming was uber profitable, they would 100% have sunk in tons of money to get it efficient by now. But
yeah, they haven't done it for a reason, you know? Yeah, they don't care, which is fine. I mean,
makes sense.
I'm
still surprised by like just how bad it is, but
you would think it would get a little better all these years later.
Yeah.
Right? Like, there's obviously developers at Google, at YouTube, whose full-time job is the live experience. They have a budget. Google's a $1 trillion company.
And they probably never watch Twitch. That's their problem.
They don't know what the people want. What do you think?
And then look at Kick. They're just made by Twitch viewers. That's why they copied it 1-to-1, you know.
Kick is
wild, man.
The other day I went to Kick just to check it out. There was a hot tubs, pools, and beaches category, and I saw a thumbnail that shocked me. So I clicked it.
Oh yeah.
And it was a girl masturbating with her tits out, sucking a dude's dick. I'm dead. Hardcore porn. I screenshot it. I will share the screenshot with you guys.
What was the stream? You got a
I don't know. You can look at it in the screenshot. I was shocked. I was like, this is the place where Twitch streamers are going? That want to do hashtag ad influencer marketing deals? Dude, advertisers are not going to fuck with that. What it is stake.com needing a loss leader to advertise their crypto and gambling shit. As long as there's people streaming, if you look at the viewership on Kick and you look at some of the regular streamers playing like Fortnite and shit, maybe they have a few hundred viewers, but like the dude that's sitting there in the dark gambling on slots has thousands of viewers.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the number one stream right now.
Gambling slots?
Yeah, it's train wrecks.
Oh, there you go. Right.
I was gonna say, like, clearly Stake makes a shit ton. They paid Trainwrecks $300 and some million for a year and a half.
Really?
It's ridiculous.
Was that confirmed? 300 million?
360 mil for 18 months. I'm pretty sure.
Is that money he can gamble with, or is that the paycheck they gave him?
I think it was the paycheck, but I don't know.
That seems dumb. That's a waste. That's a waste of money.
How much they must make an insane amount.
I mean, good for him if he really got that money, but that is a ridiculous thing to do. All it is stake.com. In my opinion, I don't know. I'm not a fucking pro or expert, but I would just say that stake.com needs a way to advertise their product, which is gambling. And Twitch was like, fuck gambling. And gambling streams on Twitch were a big deal. A lot of people were watching that shit, and Stake and other companies were paying lots of money to get people into these long-term sponsorship deals, which is great. Yeah, like, make your money, Trainwrecks. Like, good for you, dude. Like, that's awesome. But let's be real here. Stake created Kick with, I don't know, no intention on opening it up to the mass public and mass adoption for ads and whatnot, because they just need to advertise the thing that makes them billions of dollars, which is their gambling website. So as long as there's a few people with thousands and thousands of viewers playing the slot machines, why not have a stream where a chick's sucking a dude's dick? Who cares? It's the Wild West. Why not give 95-5 split? They don't care. They don't care if Kick loses money because they're making billions on the real website Stake.
Right.
That's what Kick is. I don't know.
I also
Only
feel
cool-
it's. Sorry, you go.
Oh no, I was just saying. The only cool thing about Kick is that you can watch UFC streams and football.
It is the
Well,
Wild West over there for now.
I feel like
yeah.
Kick's like getting this like I don't know if it's just me, but it feels like it's getting like a reputation too, where like if you're banned on Twitch or whatever, like go to Kick, and like I don't know if that's probably like a bad
Probably
thing, right,
awful.
for the platform. Yeah, but like
It's the island of misfit toys. Yeah.
yeah,
That's what it is. Yeah. Your stream broke. You fucked up. You got banned. Well, there's an island for you where you can watch slot machines or dick sucking and everything in between.
Dude.
It's great. If you want like debaucherous live streaming, kick.com it up. It's great. I don't know. It's not for me.
You gotten any emails or Repoze? I've gotten like 10 Kick emails. They just don't.
wait,
stop.
really? I don't think I've
Yeah.
gotten any. I haven't checked
They do
actually.
not stop.
I mean, the only cool thing is like the sub split, right? But that's obviously they can do that because of the gambling stuff. But
Yeah, they're getting funded by.
Well, then you got to look at people actually subscribing on the platform, though, and how streamers are making money. Right now, it's a few whales in a channel gifting tons of subs to people. What happens when the whales go away? There's no like Prime sub where
Yeah.
people just have like a monthly sub they can just toss to someone. The viewership experience is carbon copy of Twitch. So what's the incentive to go over there unless like your favorite band streamer is over there now? Or you like gambling or
no
porn?
ads.
No ads is nice. That's true.
Yeah.
That is a good incentive. That's a really good
Might
point.
be a good selling point.
I
That's
didn't know
probably,
they
like,
had
their
no
only selling
ads.
point. Well, there's
What
no
ad-
way they have advertisers.
And it's only and if when they do have ads, there's only going to be
Gambling
very
advertisers.
specific advertisers that are going to be willing to work over there.
Fleshlight,
Trojan
Pornhub.
condoms. Yeah. Maybe not even them. Laughing Depressed says if you got banned Soma, I would go there for you. Goddamn right. Kick.com/Soma, which has already been stolen from me. Like can't even have my own username over there. But yeah, it's
Oh yeah, steak
No.
ads. That's right.
it's an interesting time for live streaming. It's Twitch versus YouTube. There's a new contender. There's always been a contender. Like there was MLG TV, there was Mixer. There's always something that pops up, and soon there's going to be more that pop up. And the only
Something's gonna
way
hit one day.
something is going to hit, and the only way to
Yeah.
hit is to innovate. You can't just have scrolling chat next to a video player. That's not gonna and a subscription button. That's not gonna work anymore. And once innovation slaps Twitch in the face, Twitch better get their shit together and start innovating too, or they're gonna fucking eventually lose. That's business. How it works. So
Yeah.
Can I just say the 7th highest stream right now? It's titled Freshly 18 Virgin and Waxed. Ooh woo.
this is on Kick.
This website might
All
be.
right, we
pretty
gotta
good,
end
actually.
the podcast. I gotta go
Oh,
watch.
yeah,
That is fucking
Might be time to
hilarious. That is
What a
amazing.
Got the link, dude.
Talk about clickbait, man. Jesus.
That reminds me of these. Have you guys seen these Steam games, by the way, that are coming out and
Oh,
like
yeah.
the new releases? Like I got the top one yesterday was it was Magic Pussy Chapter 1,
Oh my god, dude.
and it's 20% off right now, by the way. So if you want to get that,
Really? How much? $5?
$3, $3.27.
$3. Oh man, I
Yeah.
want every chapter. How many chapters are there?
Yeah, that's only Chapter 1.
Oh
Magic
man.
pussy, dude. Can't run out.
Oh,
My god.
that's great.
The first one I ever saw, my friend told me about it. It
Oh.
was, I'll never forget. It was Foodafix, Dick, Dine, and Dash. And I was just like, oh my god. And I was
At
like,
least they're
years ago.
creative.
Jesus.
That's awesome.
That's amazing. That is
I
actually.
actually
hilarious.
had to censor my Steam because I was terrified of like getting one of those games to pop up.
Yeah.
Think Tank D
Huh.
wants your Steam name so he can gift you a copy, dude. Your magic pussy. You're gonna have to DM him yourself, Think Tank. I'm not gonna get in the middle of you two with your fun, okay?
Oh,
That's on
man.
you. That's on you, bros. Oh man. Oh, live streaming. So fun. It's great. What a beautiful industry. I love it.
True.
Any final thoughts, boys? Anything? Anything to say? I think you're F and J. Sorry, dude.
Oh, we're done.
No. Wait, how is your stream effing, but like your Discord is like perfectly like stable though? How does that
It's
even
just
work?
Comcast.
Oh.
It's just packet loss.
Worst company ever,
Yeah.
man. Fuck Comcast. Fucking hate them.
You know what's
I
wait?
filed the FCC complaint, Soma.
What?
Time. I filed the FCC complaint.
Good. Good, man. When I was living in San Francisco, I had 300 down, 38 up for 120 a month, and it would go down every few days. Here in Las Vegas, in Vegas here, I have for 70 a month, just fiber that never shuts off. Which is always, it's always lightning fast and always
Imagine
on.
having fiber, dude. Must be nice.
It's fucking great.
Yeah, actually.
It is one of the best parts of living in Vegas, for sure. It is quite beautiful.
I get like packet loss that like ramps up throughout the week. Like it's kind of weird. Like it just gets like worse and worse, and then it just goes back to normal, and then the cycle repeats. I'm not sure.
I hate that. That sucks. Well, at least you could use your 5G on your phone to watch your kick streams if your internet goes out. So there's always that. What do you have Comcast in Michigan? No, sorry, and wherever you live.
No, we have like AT&T and like, or I think there is Comcast. It's like Xfinity. I was like looking at some internet options near me, but they were all pretty bad. Like AT&T, I think they were offering like 100 download, and then you had to go like fiber to get any like higher than that. But fiber wasn't even offered in my area, so like 100 download was like the highest I could get. Yeah.
Ugh, that's fucking awful.
That's pretty bad. Yeah.
That's really bad. Yeah. Fuck
but
that.
I don't know if this would help with your stream. I noticed something weird. So like if you like sometimes I test for packet loss. I open like the command prompt and like ping, I think it's like 8.8.8.8. It's like a Google server. And when I do that, I don't get like any packet loss on League. And if I'm not doing that, I randomly start getting like ping spikes. It's like really weird. I don't know how that, I'm no like networking expert, but
yeah,
for whatever reason, like those consistent pings to that like address like help, I guess. I don't know.
I'll try that. I track my packet loss now, and it's always not my house. Is what it tells me.
Oh, the enemy is in your chat. Papa Julio. I work for Comcast. I get 1 gig down, 100 up for 30 a month with an exclusive cable package. Boo! No, you're probably a nice guy. I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, tell your boss to call me before I file another FCC complaint. Dude.
ISPs, gotta love them, gotta hate them. Mostly hate them.
Yep.
Mostly hate.
Dude, Repoze, thank you so much for joining us, man. This was super fun. You're an awesome guy. Your YouTube channel is great. Your live streams are very good. And you are a very fantastic, badass rogue. So keep on trucking. If you get the chance to play the game again.
Yep. Yeah. Hopefully. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely come back. Join us again. This was great. Okay. Jay, where can people watch your shit and tweet at you and harass you in DMs or whatever?
Oh, man. You can send any uwu hentai games to JayGriffyuh on Twitch. You can watch me on Steam, Twitch and YouTube at JayGriffyuh, dude. That's all.
Beautiful. Anything coming up soon? Any content ideas or streams or anything cool?
I'm probably gonna do like a crying video on the 14th when there's nothing to play.
Love that.
It's gonna be my next project.
I love that. Real tears too. No acting.
Yeah. Yep.
Awesome. Mr. Repoze, where can people find you on the internet machine? Where can people watch your stuff? All that fun shit. Socials.
Got my YouTube's at Repoze with a Z. Twitter's Repoze_, Twitch is Repoze1. Yep, that's pretty much it. Feel free to stop by, hit me up.
Wonderful.
I'm gonna be streaming Magic Pussy 1, so
on your Kick channel though.
Yeah, my Kick channel. Yep.
Yeah. Anything to look forward to on your YouTube channel or Twitch channel in the next week or two, or?
I think I gotta upload something new. It's been like a little while. I have a couple Dark and Darker, couple throwing knife centric videos to look forward to. And also, yeah, if anyone's curious, like when the playtest is happening, make sure you comment on Jay's channel. Say, where's the playtest? Say, how are you playing the game? Stuff like that.
Please do.
He's got you covered.
Beautiful. Don't go
Thank
away.
you,
I have
Repoze.
screenshots to show you guys after the podcast. It's insane.
Ooh.
It's actually fucking wild.
Is it stream friendly?
Fuck no.
Okay.
Hell no. Yeah, guys and gals and chat and all that fun stuff. I am Soma at Soma on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. At _Soma on YouTube. I just do this for fun. It's not my full-time gig. Do this podcast. Sometimes I stream DayZ. And every Monday night I do Dungeons and Dragons or like Star Wars RPG kind of stuff. Tomorrow night is episode 5 of the Star Wars RPG campaign that I GM for 4 players. It's very fucking fun. It's like mature adult Star Wars. It's pretty cool. Anyway,
Oh, shit.
it's pretty dope. Jay, I know you like watching.
Can you give me a one nerdy ass Star Wars, please? I can't do it.
What do you mean? Give you a
Over here.
nerdy ass Star Wars? What do you mean?
The Star Wars.
Oh, Star Wars? Yeah, Star Wars RPG. It's awesome. Fantasy Flight Games.
Oh my god.
It's a pretty cool system. Yeah, it's awesome. Star Wars. Anyway.
you do that so good.
You guys are beautiful. Thanks for joining as always, Jay. Repoze, thank you so much for joining. We
Thank
look
you,
forward
Repoze.
to having you on again.
Have a good one, guys. Thanks for having me.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Chat, take it easy. See you guys next Sunday at 7 p.m.
Yeah,
PT.
wave Repoze.
Bye,
Everyone
chat.
see
Everybody,
you.
wave at your webcam that's turned
My
off.
VTuber is not set up yet. My bad.
Exactly.
My model's not ready.
Yeah. Bye, everyone.
Alright.
Thanks for watching. Peace.